Hey Scorpio, what's up? We are here with a timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have out is Two of Pentacles, and we also have the World. I'm seeing Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Seeing Two of Pentacles and seeing the World, this feels like stuff that you've been going through when it comes to you prioritizing effectively. So there can be a lot of focus that's being put on that. So Two of Pentacles, figuring things out, prioritizing, balancing, weighing your options. It can also be balance overall, balance in general, what you're giving focus to, what is most important when it comes to you having a bunch of different options, where you want to be putting your energy. Having the World here feels like this is something that's being accomplished, where there is I'm recognizing how to prioritize in a very solid way for myself. Because we have Ten of Cups, this can be like I'm thinking about fulfillment, joy, happiness, long-lasting mental stability, sort of what you need for things to feel like they're all right. And then also too, having Ten of Pentacles, this is so things are lasting and you can feel stable, maybe in a more material sense. So it's kind of like the internal realm that's being focused on, the external realm that's being focused on, the balance between the two of those so they can be in a place of harmony, rather than being like, I just want to do what makes me happy and forget all of my responsibilities that really do matter to me, and there will be consequences if I don't focus on that. I'm finding balance between the two of those things. I'm thinking about my mental health and my emotional health and following my heart, and also taking care of the things that are important for me to be taken care of. The roles that I play, me playing those roles well. It's that balance between those things. Having the World here feels like there is something that's being accomplished that's in balancing these things. So this can mean that you've really been going through it, where you can feel like, do I choose this? Do I choose that? How do I balance both of these things? That sort of stuff that you've been working with. Prioritizing your future, making progress, your dreams. What are two of you been going through, needing to cut things out? Also too, managing going through difficult things. We see Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and Ten of Swords here, all grouped together. So there can be a feeling of many things, many cycles completing, and you figuring out how to move within these different realms of your life. Also too, can be figuring out how to come to terms as well. Starting off with Two of Pentacles and ending so far with Ten of Swords can be when things are closing out, finding ways to maneuver through that. The stuff that is ending, finding ways to maneuver through that. and knowing that this is going to lead you to where you want to go. I'm seeing it all be connected. If there are certain results that you want, there can be stuff that you're figuring out now. How do I address this so that later on it's going to lead me to where I want to, or this will be the step in the right direction? And also to not procrastinating so much either. Having that Ten of Swords can be just doing what needs to be done, working with what needs to be worked with. And then also too, when there's the falling away or the surrendering that's happening, how do you work with that as well? And know that all of this is necessary if you want to achieve, if you want to materialize what you want to materialize, to really support that happening. I feel too like you're learning how to do some stuff that you can see as being somewhat basic, but really necessary for a solid foundation. And that there's an ability now for you to focus on what feels most important to you. Because I'm seeing a new chapter that you are starting, and I'm seeing you be in a position as this new chapter, and it's a big new chapter, as this new chapter is beginning. Having you be in the position of Page of Pentacles is you're sort of solidified into a position for now. There's going to be growing and there's going to be expanding, but this can feel kind of like the beginning of a journey that's happening, where you've been given a role and it can feel like a bit of a smaller role, like you know you're going to grow into something bigger, but right now is about this really getting off of the ground, and that's where there is a focus. And I'm also seeing Ace of Cups leading into Ten of Cups, which shows that this feels like I'm not just doing this because I have to do it and then I don't feel happy about it. I'm not just doing something that I feel happy with, but then it's not yielding the results that I need. This feels like a new chapter where all those things are coming together. So I'm doing this and I know it's going to lead somewhere. It's going to yield results that I want externally and also internally. So you're at a point where there's a merging that's happening. There's an integration that's happening. There can also be a learning to let go, too. Seeing where you may have had rules that you were following that you were feeling like, I need to take a closer look at this and see what's keeping me stuck. So there can be stuff about your belief systems that are being evaluated. Having Eight of Cups moving into Six of Wands shows that when we feel like something we're not connected with it anymore, or that it's out of resonance, the choice to keep going, the choice to maybe end something, the choice to find what you feel like resonates now with you, now that something else doesn't so much resonate with you. So it's that choice to really follow your path and to follow the feeling and to be brave at times, because Eight of Cups isn't easy. It means I'm leaving what is familiar to me, but what may not be working any longer. And I'm doing this for myself so I can feel connected once again, so I can feel like I'm in the right place, because this is what I want to be doing. And I wonder too if this is like going your own way as well and forging your way a bit here. Coming back to a place of realizing what's important right now to you. Spending time reflecting when you're making choices. I get the sense too that maybe something wasn't feeling stable in the way that you wanted it to be. Maybe you felt like something wasn't allowing you to relax or feel like stuff was okay. Or maybe something, staying within something, wasn't allowing you to reach some type of goal that you wanted to reach. And that can be part of the reason why there was a feeling of disconnect there. So in order to accept the door that opens, a door to connection, and one that will be lasting, it feels like there is a allowing of what's not in resonance to fall away. That this will eventually be happening, because for some of you, I'm seeing you're in a chapter right now where you're going to be stepping into a chapter a bit later down the line where there's going to be a new beginning of you starting something that you feel is connected with goals that you have, but it may not be time for that. Like some of you, you still have to finish up some stuff before you step into that. Although I'm seeing this is going to go very well, but there can be some figuring things out now, and then there's going to be the stepping into that in a bit. Something that I'm noticing within the energy, it feels like looking at something right now and saying, how am I going to feel about this later? What am I going to do later? What is the plan for later? And that's being figured out now. So this feels like something that's kind of a bit up ahead that's being looked at, and there are things that you're figuring out, but it feels like you're not necessarily making those moves now, or you're not enacting the plan or initiating the plan now. This is a plan that's being created that is going to take place later down the line. But there are other things that are happening now that are sort of setting that up to be happening. Having 3 kings come out in a row. One more card to pull to complete this. As this is thinking about sort of where things are going and whatnot for you. If there's stuff that you're looking at now and you're like, I need to make a change here, or I'm not happy with this, or I'm not satisfied with this, something needs to happen. It's like those calculations that are being made. Because you're thinking about, I'm prioritizing my future now, and so I may have to do some things now that are difficult, but it's setting me up so that I can sort of fulfill a plan that I'm making. Because I'm thinking about goals that I have, there's stuff that I want to be doing. And so there's kind of like a plan for now, and then when you get to that point, there's going to be another plan that happens. It's like for this level, you have stuff that you're doing, and then once you complete that and you're at the next level, then there are those other things that you're going to be doing. but it's all supporting one another. And this feels like the initiative that you're taking, this is all setting you up to feel like you're involved in the things that you want to be involved within, that you feel a sense of connection, that there is an attunement internally that's being prioritized and focused on. Whereas maybe you were pushing yourself through things and there wasn't so much checking in of, am I good with this? Am I happy with this? Does this jive with me, or is there something else going on? And now it feels like you're setting yourself up to begin a chapter where you feel genuinely very connected, and so it can start that sense of connection, and it's going to be able to foster that throughout the chapter. And so that Eight of Cups of, I'm not feeling particularly happy with this, or there's something missing here, is moving towards the Ace of Cups, which is going to be, I'm going through that door that will allow me to feel like this is how I want things to be. This is going to lead you into the Ten of Cups. I connect with that. I link with that. I put myself into the position of beginning this new chapter and fostering that connection, and it leads to a lasting sense of connection. It leads to a lasting sense of fulfillment, a lasting sense of joy. And checking in and saying, what steps practically do I need to take to make that happen? And seeing how everything is all connected. Seeing these three kings in a row, this can be all of these different energies that you need to step into, that you've been stepping into to make things happen. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's connected with those different areas of your life. King of Pentacles is about you playing roles that you feel like, this is what I want to be doing. King of Wands is about initiating what needs to be initiated, taking action, being ready for what needs to be done. And then King of Swords is about using your logic, using your brain, figuring things out, making sure that you're seeing things clearly and that your mind is right. And then you mix all of those things together and work with one another, and it's building what you want it to build. So you're basically exercising all these different parts of yourself here. I'm looking at Taurus and I'm looking at Virgo, and we also have Saturn as well. Feels too like this allows some type of concern to be finished now, or for something to be over now. With this Ten of Swords, threes feel significant because of seeing Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and Ten of Swords, and then down here seeing the three kings together. There's something about threes being important. Two of Pentacles in the World, focusing on finishing up what needs to be finished up, completing what needs to be completed, and feeling not only pleased and happy with that, but also what's going to happen next as well. So the next chapter that's going to be starting after this. I'm seeing there be an advancement that's being made of once this part is finished and the next chapter starts. I'm seeing that's where the Ace of Cups is. So there's going to be this is what I did all of that for. So I could finally have this Ace of Cups. And when that Ace of Cups is there, when that next chapter is there, it feels like it finally allows something that may have been a concern of yours or something that's been difficult to move through that can finally close out. And that you're moving in the direction of what you want here. That there's not a feeling of, I'm just settling. This is about feeling like you made the right moves, you're making the right calls, and addressing to what's motivating you and where that's coming from. There can also be a looking into the approach that you're taking as well. And about what you're putting your faith in, what you are prioritizing, what you're giving authority to. What's motivating moves that you're making, if I did not say that already. And then having these kings here just feels like I have to wear this hat, I have to wear that hat, I also have to wear this one too, and all of these energies need to work together, and that's what's helping me to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish here. Feels like with all of these energies, there is a getting very good at embodying these to get things done and have things move on their way. And because it's all the masculine energy, this is a lot about initiating. Recognizing this is something that I'm feeling, and now I need to do something about it. And action is needed here, and I'm taking action. And I've been spending time thinking about this, so now I know what to do or what to say, and I feel clear about the choices that I'm making. And that overall, this is what's being worked on. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.